Hi, everyone. Welcome to our asynchronous online drawing 124 Intro to Drawing Spring 2025 class. I'm your instructor, Yvette DeBose. I'm extremely happy to be here. Happy to be doing this cool asynchronous process with all of you. And I just wanted to record this as a little intro video, get you all acquainted with how this class is going to run for the next 16 weeks. We're on the first week, right? You're here. It's probably February 2nd, February 3rd, somewhere around there. And we're going to go all the way until June 2nd. So, um, let's do this full 16 weeks with a really great attitude, one of prioritizing art and also finding a way to be realistic about our time and our energy. I'd say that the workload for this class is going to be somewhere between 3 to 6 hours every week. So make sure you're carving out that much time in your schedule, and I think you'll do great. So I'm going to share my screen. Oh, I'll do a little bit more spiel on me. So I am a lifelong artist. I've been drawing since I was a child. I bet most of you are the same way. Everybody draws as a kid, and then at some point you kind of stop because you think you're not very good at it, or you keep going because people tell you that you are, and you feel really good, and you keep going. So I'm here for everybody. If you are a first-time drawer, or you're hoping to get better at it, or if you're somebody who is already a rock star, this class is for you. And I should talk about where I went to school. I went to San Diego State for my undergraduate degree. I went to California College of the Arts for my graduate degree. I've been teaching here at Grossmont since about 2021. And I teach at San Diego State sometimes as well. And I teach at San Diego City College. And I've been teaching there since about 2020. I love drawing. I do sculpture. I do painting. I do video art. I do performance, kind of all over the art spectrum. I love art, love being an artist, and really love sharing art with young people or old people or all people. Um, and yeah, just really happy to be here for the next 16 weeks. The best way to get a hold of me is going to be through Canvas. So let's look at Canvas a little bit right now. At the end of this little short orientation video, I'm going to go over how to embed images and how to use discussion boards and do a little bit more of the like ins and outs of Canvas. So if you're already really familiar, feel free to skip all that. I won't be quizzing you on that. I'm just going to be quizzing you on the just general knowledge about how this class is going to run. Okay, so here's our intro page. Best way to get a hold of me is through the Canvas inbox, right? So your little inbox is right here. You select that and then you compose an email toward me. That's going to be faster than the Grossmont campus email because I see these just faster. It notifies me and I know that it's someone from my class versus the Grossmont email where I get buried in, 75 random district emails every day. It takes me about 24 to 48 hours to respond. If it's over the weekend, it will take until Monday. Um, I also expect the same from you if I'm emailing you. Don't feel like you have to respond immediately. I would like to hear back from you quickly, but I understand that like you have a lot on your plate. So I know that it might take 24 hours to 48 hours for you to reply to me as well. So when you're navigating this, you're going to find our syllabus here. Our syllabus is going to have the list of all of our supplies and kind of a breakdown of the week by week drawings that we'll be doing. Make sure that you're following along with modules, right? So instead of going under assignments or discussions, because that's out of order and it's a little bit more confusing, you're going to follow along with us week by week. I will be publishing the modules at the start of the week. And then you'll have from Monday through Friday to get the assignments done, and then you post them in a discussion board. And I'll go over how to use a discussion board at the end. When you post in the discussion board, you will also be required to respond to one of your other classmates. There will be a prompt for how to respond to them, and that will be the way to get full points. So, um, every week we will have tutorials videos that I've recorded. They're kind of a little older, so you'll see that I look younger and I have brown hair. But they are very useful tools. I will also break down the assignment in the modules, and then you will have a place to post the discussion board. So once you've done your drawing, you post in the discussion board, and then you'll post those on Friday night. And then by Sunday, you will need to reply to somebody in the classroom or in the class in that discussion board. So your drawings are due Friday, your responses are due Sunday. Every week, that's how this is going to go. Some weeks we might have multiple assignments. Pretty much every week, the assignments are going to add up to about 30 points. And every week you will have tutorials, like I said. You'll have an assignment following along with that tutorial. And you'll post that in the discussion board, and then your responses in the discussion board are going to be what gets you to the full points for that week. At about 8 weeks in, we will have a check-in where I'll go over your grade, I'll go over how you've been doing in this class, what your progress is, and depending on how you're doing, we might have to do some kind of additional tutoring where you can either come in for personal office hours during it on Zoom. And then I can kind of see how you're working, and then I'll have a better idea of how to advise you. That's all I have. So this class focuses primarily on building technique and skill building. We will start doing more like creative projects towards the middle to end of the semester. But those first 8 to 14 weeks are primarily focused on the foundations of drawing. So if you are someone who wants to be doing more creative work, that's something you can always just take what you've been learning in this class and incorporate it into your drawings that you do outside of class. I do offer opportunities for extra credit. I do offer office hours every week. So if you feel like you're struggling before you even get to that mid checkpoint, just let me know. We can set up a time to meet. My office hours are listed on the syllabus. I do keep that pretty flexible though to students who might not be able to meet during that time. So I like to be able to make myself accessible for whatever time works best for you. We do have about 2 to 3 projects this semester, which again, they're going to be toward the middle or the end of the semester. And those you get a little bit more time to work on, and they're a little bit more flexible and creative. Supplies, your supply list, that's going to be found on the syllabus as well. We will go over how to use all the tools that are in there. Make sure that you can purchase them by the end of the week. And it's not a huge supply list. We're primarily working with just your basic dry media, so pencils, erasers. You want to get a good sized paper to work on. So like buying a big paper pad is somewhere between $15 to $30. It's probably going to be the most expensive thing you have to buy for this class. For pencils, I tell students, if you're struggling financially, I still would like you to get a pencil that is better than like a mechanical pencil. In fact, please never use mechanical pencils in this class. You'll want to use a range of pencils from B to H, and you'll see why when you buy them. H pencils are harder. They're really good for making really light drawings. B pencils are softer, so they're really good for making dark drawings. So even if you only buy two pencils this semester, if you have one strong B and one strong H, that's totally fine by me. You might work in Conte. That's something we can discuss further too, especially if you're like a little bit more skilled. We might want to challenge you a little bit more. It's not a requirement. And we will work with charcoal, vine charcoal specifically. So that can be found on your syllabus. Grades, make sure you're checking your grades. They will be posted. I usually do grades within a week of when you turn things in. So you should be able to find that here under grades, and then you can see how you're doing. Um, Anything else? I think that's it. So those of you who already know how to use a discussion board, already know how to embed images into a discussion board, feel free to take off now. Do that quiz, and I will answer any questions if you have any. If you just submit them through email, I'm excited to have you. Goodbye. Those of you who are sticking around because you need to see how that works, I will show you right now. So if you're looking in your first module, let's say, our um, first assignment for the week is going to be an introduction drawing. So you will open this module 1.3. It will explain how you're going to do this drawing. And then you're going to do the drawing and post it in the discussion board. So let's say I have done my beautiful drawing. I'm ready to go. I'm just going to press the reply button. And if you scroll down, you'll see that you have a text body. You could type in here. You can add media, and that's going to be the most important thing you're going to do because you're going to be uploading an image of your drawing. So this icon right here has the image option. You're going to click this drop down menu, select upload images, and then you can, if you have the image ready to go on your desktop, you can click, hold, and drag it, or you can just click the upload image icon, and then it will show you your computer, and you can just find the image. Oops, I shouldn't upload that. And then you will hit open, and it will allow you to submit whatever that image is. I did not have a drawing prepared, so I just grabbed a random image off of my husband's computer. But this is going to be your post. So let's imagine that this is your drawing. You're ready. You're just going to hit reply. And then it's going to show you your post with your image. And then later, after Friday night, right, you post all these on Friday night, and then you have until Sunday to reply to the work of one of your fellow students. So let's just say this isn't me. Let's just say I'm responding to this post, and I just click reply. And I scroll down, and there's a text body ready for me to hit my reply. So we can look back at the how to do the discussion board, and we can see that there's a prompt for how to reply. So I can see, okay, these are the things that they're asking for. This one is just a starter, so I'm just going to reply with a really good job. But in the future weeks, it will ask you questions like, how does this show value? How does this show contrast? How does this show a good range between highlights and shadows, right? So that's where you'll be responsible for typing out a more detailed response. And then you'll hit reply. And then your reply will be directly linked to the person's original post. And that's how you use a discussion board. And that is how you embed your images in the discussion board. It's very important that you embed your images. If you don't, it will reflect in a lower grade. Um, and you want to make sure that you respond because posting is going to be worth the most amount of points, but you will still need to respond for the rest of the points. So like this post is worth 15 points. Posting your image is worth 10. Responding to somebody else is worth 5 additional points. So you want to make sure you're getting those full points. And make sure that you're embedding your images. If for whatever reason this still is confusing, feel free to just reach out, email me. I will meet with you, happily walk you through the process until you feel confident and ready. I think that was all I needed to cover for you guys. So please do the quiz and yeah. We'll do for the first week, you have an introduction that you're supposed to submit yourself. You have a quiz on my introduction video, and then you have a introductory drawing where you're just drawing based off of pre-existing knowledge that you have. All right. So like I said, I'm Yvette. I'm your teacher for the whole semester. Happy to be here, happy to help. Please just let me know what I can do to make this the smoothest semester for you.